All right, let's talk about some college football playoffs. Those games happen this week. I'll just start with the games this weekend, unless you want to start off with your take on the bracket.
I mean, I'm not too entirely upset about it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, look, you're following the rules that you put in place. The reason why that Notre Dame didn't get in, the reason why other teams weren't be able to get in, is because if they did that, it's unbelievable hypocrisy from the committee. If Notre Dame gets in, you are essentially saying that, like, if Notre Dame went in over Miami, Miami has a way bigger argument than Notre Dame. We beat this team. Yeah, we're not the better team at the end of the season, but then why do we even play teams in the regular season like that? I might as well schedule Alabama A&T, you know. Same thing for the other teams. It was you're rewarding bad behavior if you let them in. And you're punishing good behavior with James Madison and also with what was it?
Tulane.
You're punishing them. Why? They did their job. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. They won their conference and they only lost one game apiece, right? Like, so why are you punishing them because you want Notre Dame to be in there? And which is so funny too. They're like, oh, ESPN doesn't want to be in there. You know that the big head member of committee and also ESPN both have sons that go to Notre Dame. So there's no bias. If anything, it's kind of like the title of our podcast, Explicitly Unbiased. Because if they really wanted Notre Dame to be in there, and then they're like, oh, it's the NBC money. It's like they want to go in, like, or ESPN wants more money and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like, no, they're clearly following the rules that they set in place. If there was a team that the biggest screw job is BYU. BYU has the best argument against everybody. Their only two losses is to the number 4 team in the nation. The number 4 team in the nation. And so you reward all the other losers in conference championships, but you don't reward me. Like that's the only team that I'm willing to be okay with being upset. Because let's be honest here, Kaleb. If Texas Tech lost to BYU, Texas Tech is in the college football playoffs. They would have put them in. Like, and because it would have been like, oh, BYU and Texas Tech split. Like, they would have been okay with that. And for instance, and then you're looking at what team would you probably wouldn't have brought in Miami. They would have probably been outside looking in, and it would have been BYU instead. BYU is the team that I would be pissed. And then on top of that, Notre Dame, oh my God, you spoiled brats. Like, holy crap. Not only did you have this new rule in place where if the AP poll ranks you in the top 12, you get an automatic bid. You automatically go to the college football playoffs.
That doesn't piss me off as much if it applies to other independent schools. Not that UConn is going to all of a sudden be a powerhouse in college football.
Or Army or Navy.
If that's the rule for all independent schools, fine. I'll deal. But if that's
how would you feel that
rule, like that's bullshit.
How would you feel that every school just went independent and have that rule? If I'm in the top 12, I'm automatically bid.
Oh, then you know Notre Dame reaps what they sell.
Then I think it's just pussyfooting. Like, I just think they're
just. I think they should just.
And then also, we're not. Thank you for inviting us to your bowl game because it doesn't really matter. I don't want to play. Pussy.
Okay, give the spot to somebody else who
exactly. Fucking entitled pricks, bro. Get out of here. You have Jesus, touchdown Jesus, and all of a sudden you think you're higher than God. You think you need to be close. Get out of here. Notre Dame to its finest. This is what Notre Dame has always been. It's just been entitled pricks their whole lives.
And that's why they don't win. Okay. Let's go into these games, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
First things first. Number 8, Oklahoma versus number 9, Alabama. December 19th, 8 o'clock on ESPN. Who do you got in this one? Alabama minus 1.5.
Give me Alabama to win on the revenge game.
I'm with you. December 20th at noon, Texas A&M versus Miami, 7 versus 10. A&M -3.
Give me A&M for this. A&M's a really good team this year.
I think this is going to be a fun game, but I also take A&M as well.
Mm-hmm.
After that, December 20th at 3:30, number 6 Ole Miss at number 11. No, not at. Number 11 Tulane at number 6 Ole Miss on TNT, 3:30, Mississippi, -17.5. No Lane Kiffin. I think no problem. Ole Miss gets this win.
Give me Tulane, baby.
Ah.
Give me Tulane. One kept their coach, the other didn't.
Yeah, and meanwhile, that head coach is saying, "You guys aren't good enough to come where I'm coming." So
literally worse than Lane Kiffin. Literally worse than Lane Kiffin. It goes to show. It goes to show you how certain programs are run. Tulane is okay with their coach doing it because they're probably having their greatest ever season, relevant season that Tulane will ever have in his history. Same thing with Ole Miss, right? This is Ole Miss's greatest ever season. It's the greatest ever seasons ever under any type of head coach administration. But yet they are rather be petty and say, get the fuck off my team than have a legitimate shot to winning a championship. If Lane Kiffin's there, I think they're a legitimate championship.
I agree. But the last game this weekend is James Madison at Oregon.
Give me Oregon by a mile.
Yeah. So, all that in mind, the games this weekend are done. Who do you have winning the championship? Obviously, early prediction. They got to go through this entire bracket. Who are you picking?
I don't mind Indiana that much because I think Indiana really outmuscled the big bullies in all this, which was Ohio State, and they made Julian Sand look really bad. I think they're like super slept on too defensively, and they're like very physical. They out-physicaled Oregon. Oregon's a very physical team.
And they'll probably get a rematch.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I mean,
I'll tell you who I took. Georgia.
Yeah, it's so weird because it's the most Georgia team of all time. Like they're not really that physical. They're more of a finesse team this year. Their run game sucks this year too. It's not really all that impressive. I think Texas A&M's also low key slept on at 7.
A&M is slept
on.
I want Aggie syndrome.
Yeah, but I want my Texas Tech's defense is low key sick too.
I don't know, man. I think you're beating up on Big 12 stuff.
I
think they're gonna see Oregon.
Listen, they're
Oregon, and they're gonna crap themselves.
Listen, their linebacker was 5th in the Heisman vote with Jacob Rodriguez. Absolute stud.
I think Oregon might put belt ass.
No, I don't think so. Ugh. I think that game's going to be a lot closer than people think.
I hope for your sake it's right, but I think Georgia's got it. Like, this is the vibe I get.
I don't know. I think, like I said, it's going to be the most unimpressive. The only team that would be technically impressive is technically Tech because of how much money they spent.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think it's all the other signs that I'm just not a fan of any of these teams like that. Am I rooting for Tech because of they spent $55 million in NIL? Yes. But if I'm talking about true talent, all these teams suck. Like low key. They're all bad. Like there's no, you're going to, just like the Heisman winner, you're going to look back and be like, that team won a national championship. Like if Georgia wins, people like, because for you, most of your time following college football, Georgia's always been a dog. They've always been great. Or like, for like me, like Georgia has never won shit until they got Kirby Smart. They've always been 9-3 all the time. Where like now this is going to be like Georgia's worst ever national championship. And hey, listen, if you win, you win though. I can't hate on that.
You win, you win. All right. Well, that's our early college football playoff preview. We'll be back next week with some recaps of that first round. But Gerardo, I think we've kept these folks long enough for this 2-hour period. Again, I think you said to find people home.
Thank you so much for being patient with us. I was out on IR, had to do my lovely St. Jude Radiothon. My live stream actually raised over $15,200 towards the goal of which I was completely shocked. If one person donated, I was going to be completely happy with that. The fact that we raised over $15,000, and then the total we did over $633,000 raised towards St. Jude. If any of our listeners were a part of that or followed through with that, with what I do at the radio station, I'm truly grateful for that. But always thank y'all so much. Shout out to LCL for holding down the fort while I was gone. And I really appreciate him and everything. You're definitely going to see more of him in the future too. I think he's going to be a 100% staple. Absolutely love the dude. And thank you so much, Kaleb, for also holding down the fort too while I was on injured reserve.
Yeah, definitely some weeks where I could have been on injured reserve, but
no, that's okay.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great one.
Adios, amigos.